say.
Jackson
Day. I'll be like, bro, I did not hear the sink. Go back in there. You'd be like, look, they're wet.
He would go in there and turn the sun on, just shake his head, not even watch it.
It's so stupid.
This is the fastest cashier I know.
Alright, let's go get started. Everybody, welcome to Trailer Punk Podcast. My name is Justin Hamlin. Today I have Anti-Fashion, a local band from, again, my hometown, Troy. Thank you guys for taking time to be on. Appreciate it. First, let's start with names and then what instrument you play.
I'm Justice and I play guitar.
I'm Isaiah and I sang.
I'm Xander, I play the bass.
I'm Blake and I play the drums.
Okay. Tell me about... Shit, man. Just tell me about living in Troy and just starting a punk band. And I've been wanting to kind of... I mean, shit, man. Since I've started moving here about 7 years ago, I was like, there could be a local scene. There could be something going on. And I was talking with my wife about this. I said, something could be here, but someone's got to start it. And it sure as hell wasn't going to be fucking me at 30 years old or older. So tell me about starting going and just starting the band, how it all kind of began, and then just kind of how it's starting to generate a bit of heat.
Well, about like last year, around this time, like September last year, me and Blake, we started just in my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I want to learn how to play drums. And I was like, well, I mean, I've been playing guitar my whole life. I'm sure we can figure something out.
Yeah.
And we got like super into punk music. Like we were into grunge, we were into everything.
Sure.
But then we just deep dove into punk music, and it like changed everything.
What were you guys listening to? Like, what started it out?
I grew up on a lot of punk, but I didn't understand it as much when I was younger. But like Social Distortion.
Was it did you go into, or was there somebody that kind of introduced it to you?
It was more like myself.
Okay.
Just getting into more stuff and finding it. And like me and Blake, I mean, we'd talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff we'd learn about, artists we'd learn about.
Mm-hmm. Was there certain ones that stood out that went, oh fuck, this is it? Like any bands up top, any albums that just was like, you can just throw it on, this is it, this is my shit?
Op Ivy's record.
Probably Op Ivy, yeah. Op Ivy's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first like punk songs, I mean, besides like Green Day songs and everything, I mean, like everybody listens to Green Day, but like one of the first punk songs that like I like put like on my playlist was which song was it off Agent Orange's album?
Not Too Young to Die. It was, what's the name of that song?
Bloodstains?
Yeah, Bloodstains.
Bloodstains, okay, yeah.
I listened to that one. That one was good. And then another song.
GTA 5.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Yeah, and then a couple songs off just GTA 5 radio and stuff like that. Because Keith Morris, he's like the voice of that radio station.
And we found that out all later on.
Yeah.
We thought it was cool, like way later.
Yeah. It's one of those great things where you'll listen to music and just as you're getting into it, then you start kind of deep diving and realizing how many little avenues like artists went down where they're like, oh, they're voicing this or they're doing this or they joined up with this band or that band. It's like, holy shit. Like once you start digging into like punk music and just everybody that's kind of worked together,
It's all just one big community.
and that's what it should be. And that's what I've noticed here in Troy is that you guys are building a community. Tell me about that process.
It's crazy.
It happened really fast.
Like every single show, like I was saying at the Denny show, it's like every single time there's like 10 to 15 new faces that I've never seen. It's like all like these colored hair kids and everything. It's like we've been going to school here. It's like we've never seen these people before.
Right.
And it's like they've been waiting on something like this too, probably. So it's like.
Because I would be in town and I notice you can call them punk, you can call them alternative, whatever you want to call it, emo, whatever, goth, whatever.
Yeah.
And you go, there could be something here. There's people walking around who have the know about of certain bands and and it's just like something's got to give. And it was just like once my daughter told me about your guys' band, I went, oh shit, a local band. All right, I was like, all right, here we go. Like it was like it's about damn time something happened here.
Yeah.
And what was it? The KFC show that really kind of generated. Tell me about coming up with that and going. Because KFC has kind of been the inside joke in this town, where it's like, what the fuck are they going to do with it, And it's just like, why was the KFC like? Tell me about that process.
I was just wait. What were you gonna say?
Go ahead.
I remember, like, you know, it was after one of our, I think it was our second show, right?
After the second park show, that was a
Yeah.
great show too.
After that, like, I don't know, no, it was after Platypus, but like, I woke up and like, Justin's like, dude, what if we play at the Denny's? And me being like a little goody two shoes, like, I don't know, is this legal or not? Like, I grew up a goody two shoes my
Right.
whole life, but this dude Justice, like, and just everyone in general, like, they were, he was dead set on it. He's like, yeah.
I was driving. I was either driving to work or from work. And
I think
was
you're from work.
And I was like, dude, we gotta play at that
Yeah.
KFC. We have to play at
Mhm.
that KFC.
Yeah.
And I texted him and I was like, this is not a stupid idea.
No, it's not.
We're going to play at the KFC.
I was in Columbia. I was hanging out with my girlfriend or whatever, and then we were in the park, and he calls me. He was like, "What?" He was like, "I got an idea," and I was like, "I'm all ears.
I'm all ears.
dude. I'm listening." And he was like, "Playing at the KFC. What do you think about it?" I was like, I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Like everyone just left for school, like college and everything. Like, I was like, I don't know if it'd even be allowed. Like, we have no idea who owns it.
Yeah, you
and
don't even
everything.
know where to begin with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it turned out to be probably like
It was
changing.
smart.
We had over
It made us
100
realize
people
it's like,
there.
dude, we can do this probably just anywhere.
Yeah,
kinda like
just
this.
you know, and it's such a weird town where you don't really know. You're like, what am I allowed to? Because I mean, even just the pavilion, it's great that you guys have that place to set up and perform. But when you're going, hey, we're going to perform at KFC or we're going to perform at Denny's, which we'll get into a little bit later, there's, you know, you got to like network with people, and I think you kind of don't have. What's the word I'm looking for? Where you're in a small town, it's like you don't have a lot to do or a lot of places to perform. So I think there's a little bit more flexibility
Right.
where it's just like, as long as we got a community, it's fine. You know, there's not too many cops out there that are going, oh, keep it down out there. You know, you don't have that type of.
They came before the show even started. They told us to carry on.
Oh,
Yeah.
good, and that's a great thing because
Well.
even local law enforcement can be a major pain in the ass, especially when you're trying to perform.
Well, they came up and he was wearing a KFC
Yeah.
bucket on his head,
Yeah.
and they were saying they were like, we didn't even get a call about just like noise or people said no.
What Bob's
we got
surprised about.
they
Yeah.
said they got a call about someone wearing a bucket on their head and they were
Yeah.
walking around the building.
Yeah, not the dudes like freaking
Not like
loitering
not
around,
like
setting up
people-
drums.
Right.
Not, yeah. I don't know.
Now, a dude wearing a bucket on his head is the biggest problem we have
God
right now.
forbid.
Yeah.
You don't know what that guy's doing.
Yeah.
Right? that guy must be up to no good. I mean, he's
a
got the
threat
usual,
to
you know,
everyone.
people cracked out in this town that are wandering around aimlessly just doing God knows what. But some guy with a KFC bucket on his head is like, oh, God,
Yeah, we
this
gotta-
isn't normal.
we
Let's
gotta
give him a
get that
call.
guy.
Shit.
If you're gonna look for people like that, go to the Walmart parking lot.
Oh, 100%. 100% on that one. Tell me about, everybody kind of give your backstory, how you grew up, what got you into performing music and everything like that. What were the bands you were listening to and just kind of how everything progressed, so you can start whoever wants to.
My dad showed me drums like way forever ago, and then I picked them up probably like fourth grade. I just learned like the super simple stuff. I was learning it like whenever I was just like going to his house and stuff like that, just like super simple stuff. And then he passed away like 2016, and then like I put it away for like a long time. And then like we moved to Troy or whatever, like me and my mom, like sisters and everything. We moved to Troy, had the drum set like in the basement, just like sitting there forever. And then when I graduated, became closer with like Jolo and everything, just hanging out with him and everything. And then I was like, I mean, he's just playing the guitar in my face all the time. I might as well play the
Being the
drum.
guitar guy that's in every
Loudest
just like
volume,
play, yeah.
I never play quiet.
Yeah, super loud. So and like he knows a little bit of drums already. So I was just like put me on just like all the simple stuff already. I already knew like simple stuff like I
The
said.
basic beats, yeah.
Yeah, just put it together, whatever, and then just we played every day, and then I just got it now. And just
Yeah,
I wasn't listening to like much rock at all like throughout middle school and everything, and then I think probably at high school I just started listening to just like more music in general.
Like what?
I loved the Pumpkins. Went to I think seeing the Pumpkins is probably what like finally made me like I think
That's
I do
it.
want to play drums for sure. Like I watched Jimmy Chamberlain play the intro of Jelly Belly and everything. I was like, yeah, this is probably what I want to do.
That's awesome, dude.
That's a good starter for sure. Because I know, even me growing up, I'm almost 40 years old, and I was at a time where it was like, when we would listen to the radio, we had the point and stuff. They would play, Smashing Pumpkins, Nirvana, and this and that, and then we had the internet that was kind of getting its thing going, and we were able to kind of branch out and listen to other bands. And so at that point, it was like, I would find out about a band, and then I'd go to the record slackers, vintage vinyl if I feel like driving that far or whatever, and just picking up albums and shit like that. And
Shout
so,
out Vintage Vinyl.
oh yeah, for sure, vintage vinyl is one of the best places.
In record space.
Yeah, record space. Yeah, I can't forget about that one.
We
So
want to play there.
go ahead, buddy.
So I don't know. Both my parents are super into music, not into kind of punk stuff or anything.
Of course.
Like
The complete opposite.
big Grateful Dead people. This is actually.
Oh,
my-
is that okay?
this is
Yeah, 'cause
actually
I
my
like the
dad.
Dead. Like I'm everywhere. Like here's the thing. I know you guys are gonna, but I came to the Dead a lot later, just because I was at a time where I was like, I needed something different, because you're kind of overplaying shit, and I was at a job where I needed to listen to music just to kind of keep my sanity.
Yeah.
And you can find like an endless stream of live Dead shows, and it's just it's perfect just for your brain to kind of mellow out, because they're not even like, they'll play a song and then it just goes into this jam session of infinity, and you're just kind of like, okay, it's just a good screensaver for my brain. And it was one of those things where it clicked. You know what I mean? I saw Dead and Company live, and I've always gone to like local band, like the Schwag is a local Dead band and shit like that. But go ahead, sorry. Buddy. Yeah.
But yeah, they were just super into music and everything. I've always been always had headphones in my ears in school. And then I don't know. I think it was junior or senior year. Jolo started talking about wanting to make a band, and I got a bass for Christmas. And then
That was like our Christmas present.
yeah,
That's awesome.
Like,
What
yes,
kind of bass
bass
is it?
player.
Is it that bass right there?
No, not that
Oh,
one.
okay.
It was this.
It was some El
freaking-
Cheapo?
from Amazon. It didn't even have a name on it.
It was
It
called
was,
bass.
it was just
on guitars.
it was
It's
just
all
the
right.
bass.
Yeah.
Big bag with one cookie on it.
We blew that big amp down at the bottom right. We blew that because we were using it as a bass amp.
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
we didn't have one
We
at the
didn't
time.
know. We didn't know we couldn't use a guitar amp for a bass guitar.
Yep.
We have a recording. I don't know if I can find it. But
You
we're,
can
playing,
hear it blow.
we're playing a Violent Femme song, and the bass is like, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, just hitting it. Out of all the songs, Violent Femmes, where it's just like good bass and acoustic guitar or whatever,
Yeah.
it's just boom,
We're a
like
three-piece in it.
yeah,
It was awesome.
that's awesome. That's so cool. So what were you like? You were kind of raised on your parents' music, and then you kind of found your own. What were you kind of listening to, and did anything draw you to just playing the bass, or was it just, hey, we need a bass player, you play bass?
It was a little bit of both. I've always been kind of a funky dude,
Mhm.
so I like the sound of the bass, and I don't know, I didn't originally stray away from my parents' music in terms of going to punk music.
Sure.
I went to a lot of rap, which a lot of punk is
Sure, yeah.
rap inspired
Mhm.
somewhat.
Beastie
So,
Boys. Beastie Boys.
but then once I started hanging out with Jolo and Blake, started getting into the band, they showed me a bunch of stuff that related to what I was already listening to.
Yeah, sure.
So it was super easy transition.
That's
Fell in love.
good. Cool.
All right, so I haven't my background in music, really growing up. My parents, they worked in the church, so a lot of Christian music.
Yeah, I was there too. Yeah. I know.
But also, my dad was really into stuff a lot of alt rock, stuff like the White Stripes.
Surf,
A lot of Jack White stuff.
skate punk. Like chill skate punk though. He's not like hardcore skate.
Yeah, he's
Mhm.
kind of like garage rock is what I
Yeah.
describe.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
Jordans.
Jimmy Eat World, stuff like that.
That type of shit, like the early 2000s, that sort of post-punk, garage rock.
Yeah.
That sort of post-punk revival type.
Your
Yeah.
Lollapalooza.
But growing up, I just didn't a lot of that music didn't really catch on to me.
Yeah.
I was a really dorky internet kid growing up, so I was listening to bands like There's a band, Tally Hall. This dude,
Weird Al.
bro, Weird Al was like the first.
Listen, don't shit on Weird
Look at my
Al.
shirt
'cause-
Ripping the merch.
I remember I listened to fucking Bad Hair Day and his food album because man, when I was that was fourth grade shit, man. I was bumping that shit.
What y'all know about Lemon Demon? But yeah, stuff like them, like
Yeah.
they like really got me into like wanting to like play music. Like at the time, like I play guitar, like and that just kind of got me into guitar. And then like after that, got into a little classic rock phase because
Everybody
every
goes through
guitarist
that.
has to have the Guns N' Roses, AC/DC phases.
Zeppelin
And after
shit.
a bit, you realize like Guns N' Roses isn't that good,
Mhm.
but like you had to have that phase.
You got to go through it. It's like a rite of passage for a musician. You got to go through the classic rock where everybody's listening to Zeppelin, or
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like the '90s has kind of been everybody's kind of rite of passage that you got, especially for the younger generation. Like my oldest daughter went through the sort of '90s alternative rock rite of passage, and it's gonna be a bit before she finds like the classics, but
Yeah.
she knows where she's going. But yeah, go ahead, bud.
But like after that, I kind of got bored of all the classic rock, like all the.
I get it.
You know,
All
like,
that changed.
but yeah, I got into a lot of like '90s like alternative rock, like Weezer. Okay, Smashing Pumpkins is the greatest band. of
They
all
are
time.
great. They are great.
I love Pumpkins.
Mhm.
I regret not going to that concert, but
He was tough.
you know. Anyway, so after that, I kind of just went through a lot of like different types of music from like different times, like like the '50s, '60s. You got your Frankie Valli,
Mhm.
stuff like that, and like the Carpenters.
Carpenter.
Sure.
And that was like where I was before like I joined this band. Like I was of all the genres like I explored, I never really got into like punk and stuff until I got into this band. It was about 2 weeks before the first like gig we did with Neutral Grey.
Mhm.
I was like, hey, y'all want a singer? They were like, sure. I showed up, I was like, you know what, I'll just do this little concert.
Mhm.
I was having fun with it.
Practice for like a week before.
Yeah, but like, whenever I pulled up, they're like, so what songs I was like, I don't know, I know some Green Day songs. And like Santeria by Sublime. I know y'all like Sublime.
Yeah, everybody's got to know that.
But like after that, it's like, they show me a lot of like, old punk stuff. Like, you got Op Ivy, freaking Kennedy's,
Yep.
your Black Flag. And I was like, it blew my mind. Because like, it wasn't really like the most put together like music, but it had energy, it had
Mhm.
like emotion, just pure passion. And I really admire that about the genre. Like, it's not really like, the most, it's not the most preppy sound.
Sure,
but,
yeah.
like, it gets its message across.
Hmm. And I think that's important for punk, especially at being now where there's an element, and you guys mentioned my license plate. It says punker on it, and it's because for me punk was always my go-to genre, but it also transitioned into me just having this sort of aesthetic where it's like, even if I'm not wearing a Dead Kennedy shirt or have my hair into a mohawk, it's about
Still punk.
it's still at heart, and you still
Yeah.
have that belief system, and which we'll kind of get into about how you guys help out locally and everything like that. But it's also about just it's just I'm trying to think of the right words to say, but it's just it's a feeling, it's a mood, it's a way you project yourself out to people. Just it's I care, but I don't give a fuck type situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, punk music is basically the way I describe it is a lot of people who have something to say.
Yes.
And they're gonna make sure it's heard.
100%. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I grew up on all types of music. My parents were hippies and surfers growing up, so I got a lot of Beach Boys
Mhm.
and like 50s rock,
Yep.
and I mean Sublime's like entire discography.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Green Day, Social Distortion. I grew up playing guitar pretty much my whole life. I think the first time I picked up a guitar, I was 7 or maybe 8,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just kind of like watched videos and read through books and
Yeah.
didn't really understand anything.
Sure.
And I didn't really, I was young. I mean, I didn't like have a friend like, hey, can you help me learn the guitar?
Yeah.
So I took lessons. I don't know if you know Trey Tenter.
Mhm.
I took lessons with him for like 2 years, and we read sheet music for a little bit, and it was like it wasn't really my thing. It was hard to remember what chords to play. Like
Yeah.
he would write them on top, like what to play, make
Wow.
it super easy.
So you weren't like a tablature
No,
type thing. You
didn't
actually learned
understand
chords.
it. Didn't understand
Good
it.
for you.
I
Well-
learned mostly just everything by power chords,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
he taught me just how to play by ear.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, hey, I want to learn this song. Can you teach me? He'd be like, yeah, whatever.
That's awesome. That's good. Cool. And what were you again? You listen to the Beach Boys, which Animal Sound is probably one of my favorite albums. You know, what kind of got you into punk? Were you, oh yeah, that's right. You were kind of doing your own research and anything
Yeah,
like that.
like I grew up on a lot of punk music. Like I knew about Minor Threat, Social Distortion, Green Day, but I didn't know about like the Germs or Operation Ivy or like Blink-182's actual
punk
like,
shit.
old punk shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like Black Flag. Like I knew Black Flag, but I didn't actually know Black Flag. I
Mhm.
didn't know like their message or anything. I understood it all like later on in my life.
What do you guys think of the state of punk as it is now, where you still got the underground, but you also have, you know, the Populars, My Chemical, if you want to consider them punk, Green Day, Blink-182, Turnstiles, getting right up there with the hardcore scene. What's your guys'? I know. Yeah, it's okay. You can talk about it.
So I think we all kind of like shrug our shoulders with
Yeah.
them. I mean, we all just saw Blink-182.
Yeah.
And they came.
Yeah, we like.
Is that the Alkaline Trio show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
I mean, I've seen Green Day twice. I grew up on Green Day. I mean, Green Day's one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, for sure.
First CD I got was a Dookie CD.
That's a
True.
good.
Like
Yeah, that's.
7 years old.
Yep.
There's plenty of bands doing it right.
Mhm.
Like I like Turnstile.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't like just go straight like listening to them. I haven't got into them that much
But
yet.
they're good. I mean,
Yeah.
But yeah, like
Very
Title
talented.
Fight's one of my favorite bands, and like Turnstile's from the like that hardcore like era and everything,
Mhm.
and like we love Super Heaven and everything. Like that was one of our best shows that we went and
We
saw.
won the ticket giveaway to Super Heaven.
Like that, yeah, that was
So
crazy.
cool.
But and like other than that, it's like there's bands doing it right, especially like local bands. There's a lot of local bands doing it right.
Mhm.
Then there's just a lot of like just like metal influence, and it's like I just don't remember like watching like especially like this documentary.
Yeah,
that's
the
playing behind the
documentary,
camera.
yeah. Mhm.
It's like metal and like punk and like especially just like metal and hardcore itself. It's like
Mhm.
I always thought it's like just been separate. Like
Yeah. Mhm.
Minor Threat's hardcore. It's like and you listen to Minor Threat, it's like you don't get a sense of metal. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like you don't really hear
It's
that.
just punk.
Yeah,
Straight
it's
up
just
punk, for sure.
straight into it and everything. It's like, and then like now it's like the metal and like hardcore. Like nowadays it's like
Motorhead tribute out
Yeah.
there.
And it's like-
what is that? What
and just
is
like
that?
and like double kick breakdowns and
Yeah.
everything. It's
Like,
like
you
and
don't
like
need
3-minute
that.
guitar solos. It's
That.
like
That's all you need.
yeah, it's
And
like-
I think that's where it's important is just to have that simplicity because you need something like that. You need something organic. You need it simple. You don't need it overly polished, which I'm looking at the drum set, which everybody will see. No, I love that because I had a drum set where it was broken cymbals, just fuck it. It was a fuck it drum set where it's like I'll just have it as sloppy as it looks. This is my set, and this is how it should be. Where it's organic. It doesn't need to be polished. It doesn't need to be overly, syncopated or anything like that. Like you just need
Just can't have
fucking
bullshit.
straight up raw punk.
That's what
And
punk's all about.
yeah, and I think that's what's important, especially in this town where it's hard to kind of attract people because they don't know. So sticking with the basic roots of just straight up guitar, straight up drum, straight up bass, and shit like that, I think they're like, yes. You know what I mean? You don't want to over polish it because we're not an overly polished town.
No.
It's a very small, anybody who watches and listens to my podcast, it's a small town. We're in the woods, basically. We got our Walmarts, we got our Denny's, we got our this, we got our that, but most of it is wooded and fields. And I think it's great that you guys just bring this, we're simple fucking punk. And I think that's great. But tell me about your first gig and then we'll kind of get into the Denny show. But yeah, tell me about the first gig. Tell me about nervousness. Tell me about being ready. Tell me about. I love stories behind the first gig.
I'll go with my personal experience. So like, as far as
Yeah, yours
nervous,
is probably crazy.
as far as nervousness goes,
Yeah.
like I wasn't like super nervous
Mhm.
because before that, I went to school for musical theater, like acting and singing and
Sure.
stuff.
Which helps.
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah, it really helps.
And like it just helps with stage presence and just
Mhm.
like knowing what to do. But even then, it's like in musical theater school or just like acting school in general, they teach you to like have the most clean sounding voice, the most healthy sounding. But with punk, it's like it's not that. You're just screaming your vocals out. And like when getting in front of there, I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. So
Don't know where to begin
so I
with
kinda
it.
just
Yeah.
thrashed around and did my thing.
Yeah.
But I forgot half the song's lyrics.
Where was it? Was it at the Pavilion?
Yeah.
The
It was
first
like
gig.
the open one.
Oh, okay. So, with the
Yeah.
the big one, yeah.
And
Mhm.
that one was neutral gray too.
Yeah. That's
Like
awesome.
I was like you got good guys don't wear white. I'm like, oh no, good guys don't wear white.
Was it a lot of originals or was it mostly covers?
We had no originals.
I don't think we had any originals at that.
What songs did you guys play for the first gig?
Oh,
If you can think of
Hold on, I got it.
Okay,
Right.
go ahead.
15 Minor Threat songs.
Yeah. Hold on, let's
Yeah, I was
see.
about to say we got
Christy
most of our set
Road.
list. We played
That was second.
Yeah, that was the second.
Played 1-2XU, the minor threat version, Out of Step, right back into New Thrash, the Sublime
We
version.
still do that one.
Knowledge, California Sun,
Nice.
Stepping Stone, another minor threat song. Having a Blast, We're Only Gonna Die, which the Sublime version, which we play that at every show
We
now.
killed
Yeah.
that one.
Good Guys Don't Wear White, and then yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah, we didn't play that. We played. What did we play instead of that? We were gonna play United States of
Did
Whatever
we
at the first show.
Dude, that's my go-to karaoke fucking song, and I blow it away every fucking time.
Yeah.
We had a contest at one. My brother's like, "Ooh, we're doing karaoke." I was like, "Okay, fucking whatever." So I went ahead and went anyway, and it was at is it Cyberg, the place that sells fucking shark meat? I can't
Yeah.
even think of what it's
Yeah,
called.
They sell-
Yeah, yeah, no, they fucking do. I'm not kidding. They sell. So, anyways, they had a karaoke night, and I was like, I want to just freak everybody the fuck out, and I was like, let's do My United States of Whatever. Quick, easy song, gets the point across. I'm in everybody's face, and then I'm out. Dude, I fucking everybody was just like, and all I did was just scream the lyrics and just hop around, usual fucking punk shit.
Yeah.
And that was it. And I brought it, and dude, that's always been my go-to karaoke jam.
Yeah, we ended up skipping that song, but then that was our first show.
Oh, man,
but our
that's
first gig,
Yeah.
like on a bill or whatever,
Yeah.
was at the Platypus,
Mhm.
and that's when we finally played it.
Shout out Platypus.
That's a great venue. Yeah. I've had a few friends play.
That was a
there.
fun.
They treated us well.
And
They do.
everybody liked it. Isaiah will just ramble about, like, he'll do his own lyrics or whatever. He'll say something about.
I was walking down the street. Whatever.
As long as you keep it within the beat,
Yeah,
just
like, so, like-
whatever.
Like, you know that one character from freaking Rugrats say, "Yeah, I can do me, whatever."
Yeah. No, that was the Wild Thornberries, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Flea voices
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Like, they're actually
That's funny. How did you guys come up with the name Anti-Fashion?
I don't know.
Me and Blake, so our shit, what we used to do, me and him, we jam like every day of the week. We get to my house by like 3:30. We jam till like 6 or 7.
Okay.
And then we'd go to beat ups.
Yeah, we'd
and
go to
get thrown
beat-ups
out,
after
and
every single
we
time.
talk about all the stuff we learned. I mean, new stuff we've learned about music, new songs we found, because like we didn't know every single punk song.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we were coming back from beat ups one night, and I was dropping Blake off at his house. And we had an Instagram. The name for it was Not Like You,
Mhm.
because we couldn't think of anything.
It was
wanted,
dumb.
we wanted,
Stupid.
we wanted to think of something cool.
You gotta have a first band name that was shit. Ours was the Lollipop Guild. Fucking dumbest name. It was so stupid. And we would go around school handing around lollipops, like the dumb lollipops,
that's
with
fire.
we would print out, like they would use for like labels for like, I think they're called Avery labels.
Yeah.
And we would put it around, and we would let people. This was MySpace, and we had something called STL Punk. This was before MySpace, where it was a local, just all St. Louis. They would, you put your band out there, you let them know the gigs, put your songs out there. It was like, again, it was pre-MySpace, but that's what we would do. Is hey. But we weren't shit. We would do covers and shit, and we barely even performed at shows. Everybody was way too nervous to go perform at a show. But, yeah. So, but anti-fashion, go ahead.
Yeah. So we were just sitting in the car, and I was like, man, we got like videos that we want. Like we record us like playing like little snippets of songs or whatever, or like something that we just wrote, no words or anything. Like, dude, we gotta come up with a name for the Instagram. Band name. So
We were sitting in front of my house, just in his car.
We're just sitting there thinking, looking through albums, looking through songs.
Just not even saying words to each other. Just kept on randomly just tossing out
Yeah,
band
sure.
names.
I was
like,
looking
no.
through Social Distortion's Disciple.
Mhm.
That's like probably my go-to band, like Till Hard. We seen them whenever they came July or June. It was fire. I was looking through their albums. I clicked on Mama's Little Monster album, and the name just anti-fashion, dude. Like it just,
I love it.
dude. It just grabbed me, and I was like, that's the name right there.
Yep.
Like that sticks out. That like punches you right in the face.
Yeah, because I was, I had an ex-girlfriend that was in fashion. She took fashion, and I would always love to play. It was the band Silverchair.
Yeah.
And they had a song
Silverchair
called
song.
Spawn where he screams, and fuck your fashions. And I fucking loved that line, and I would always scream it every fucking time. I'm like, fuck your yeah. So cool. That's a great band name. I love that. That's amazing.
I'm a big Silverchair guy.
Yo, love Silverchair, dude.
Oh, tell him what you and Mike's interaction.
Oh yeah, so when we went and saw Social D, of course I had my anti-fashion shirt on because you never know.
Yeah.
He was on stage, he was just rambling. It was pretty quiet, and I just had my shirt on. I was like, Mike, look at my shirt, And he goes, what's that? Anti-fashion? And he was like, what's that? And I was like, that's my band name. Like, I made it after your album. He's like, oh, well, give it up for this guy. He's got a fucking band.
That's
But
awesome.
that was a crazy experience. Like when I was a kid, I'd be watching him on YouTube. I think I'd never seen him in person before.
That's awesome.
And now he knows that I.
Yep, there you go. That's a great feeling, dude, because if you can finally get a chance to see a band that you grew up listening to, watching all the videos and shit like
your
that.
life almost feels completely.
It's a religious experience. I had one, it was a group called Atari Teenage Riot, which they'll mix punk, thrash, and electronic, which is kind of my genre where it was, I like to bring all that shit together. And with Atari Teenage Riot, they were in Chicago. And I got there early. This was like, they were in hiatus for all these years. I think it was like 10 years or something. And I was front row. And if you go to a show that you've been waiting for, band that it's a religious fucking experience. And I remember I was front row, waited there. I was sweating. I was fucking thirsty.
Yeah.
I'm screaming every lyric. I can't even like hear myself. Everybody's thrashing and moving, and I'm sweating. And as the show ends, I'm fucking dehydrated. I'm tired, but I'm like in this state of euphoria. And then it fucking rains, and I'm outside, and it just. Like, I was, like, fucking baptized, dude. And it was one of those moments where it was like a weird religious experience, and then it just ended in this fucking, like, it was, like, one of the greatest experiences in my life. So, what other bands were ones you saw live and you went, that's my shit? Yeah, I know you did Social Distortion, but...
Oh, we also went and saw the Subhumans when they played it at Del Mar.
Subhumans was hard.
That
dude.
was
I
really
missed
good.
that.
Subhumans is probably top 3 that I've
God
seen.
damn.
And there was the Rumlux, where they're a local. They're a
Yeah,
local
shout out
band.
Rumlux.
They opened up for the Subhumans, and then their bassist he plays another band, Valancourt or whatever.
Yeah.
That was
And
a
then
boy.
before we even played our
Valancourt.
Platypus show, we went to a Valancourt and Stink Bomb show, which we're playing with Stink Bomb later.
Yeah, that's
But we
awesome.
went to their show, and then Valancourt, lead singer, she came up to us. She was like, "Anti-fashion, right?"
That
And
was
this was
our
before the
first,
Platypus show. We were like,
That's
yeah.
a surreal
And
moment.
Yeah,
had
that's
some
us.
I had some jeans on that I spray painted anti-fashion right here, and I
Yeah.
said, that's on the pants.
Yeah.
we got all big-headed. We were like, yeah,
It's on the
yeah,
pants.
What are you talking about?
I didn't say nothing.
Oh shit. Are you guys currently working on originals or an album or anything like that?
We got 5. We got
We
another
plan to
one.
record after our Ink Spot show November 1st.
Yeah, so we planned on just finally recording in like November because
Yeah.
like we just kept on just picking up shows after shows after another.
Just random
Like
shows.
yeah, we've had 4 shows in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So so we were finally just like, okay, we have no time to record.
You guys
No
been
time.
staying very busy. Like I think it's every week or every other week. You guys are, or even just almost on a monthly or weekly basis. You guys are cranking out shows. How are you? Are you just good at networking and everything like that with everybody?
It's kind of like just a process. We got our Instagram account, and then you have your personal account.
Mhm.
Then you got Troy Talk.
Mhm.
All the Troy Talk pages. Me and Nick, like we
Nick,
blow.
You blow it up, and I love that.
Those
That's perfect.
pages.
Yeah, you
And
have
we
to.
will post the same poster
Yeah.
over and over and
You-
over. Be there times like all.
You got to get their attention, dude. It's fucking crazy.
You
Nick,
gotta
yeah, Nick's
blow it
been
up.
playing a huge role
Shout out
in
to
all
Nick.
of this.
Yeah,
He's
Nick is
one of
great
the
from
best
Neutral Grey.
promoters I know.
Dory.
Tell me about setting up the Denny's, and also tell me about your involvement in wanting to contribute to the community with, food shelters and shit like that. Tell me about wanting to get involved socially.
It felt right doing it because you don't really see a lot of like local bands doing it. You go see a local band in St. Louis and they're selling their tickets for $15, $20. Even if they do a canned food drive, they'll do $5 off. That's still $10 for your show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like it should be a free show and like
Yeah.
sell your T-shirts
Yep.
or
No, I
do
get
your
that.
charity, like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, because that's how it was for us. Where I told Neutral Grey this, but yeah, most punk shows was either in a basement, garage, whatever, even just like a VFW hall or whatever.
Right.
Show up with food can, or even if it's just money, it's going towards a foundation, something.
Yeah.
Something. And what was there anything particular that stood out that you went, I want to put my efforts into this, food pantries or even just helping? Have you been through that type of situation before where you dealt with being hungry or having to go through a process where you go, now I want to give back?
I can speak
Yeah,
to
go for
this.
it.
My dad was in the Dream Center.
Mhm.
One of our
Shout out Dream
shows
Center.
gave
Yeah,
up
shout out to the
over
Dream
there.
Center, yeah.
So that helped my family a lot.
Mhm.
And then I've had some family members that were
His
in
family
the
and friends in the Dream Center and stuff.
No Kids Hungry
Yep.
that get from the buddy bags or whatever.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So
Yeah, we went through that with COVID, where they were helping a lot of people out with buddy bags, especially when people weren't working or the kids weren't in school and shit like that. But the Dream Center is a big thing. Like when I was going to church in St. Peter's, the Dream Center was connected to our church. So and they're a big foundation where they'll kind of be a little bit, and having it here, it really helped out with a lot of friends who were struggling with drug abuse, alcohol, shit like that. So I think that's a fantastic that you guys are contributing what you can. Do you guys have a sort of like social or political anything that you like are involved in, or that you look toward? Are you liberal? Are you Democrat? Or are you just even? Or do you just not give a fuck and you just want to do what you can to help out the
really
community?
don't care. I think everybody up top tries to screw us.
I think so,
and
yeah.
we gotta do we can't think about them.
Exactly.
We have to work together.
all that left
We
and
have to
right
work.
is-
Yeah, we have to work together as a community. There's no left, right. There's no only middle.
Which is why we're doing like these charities. Instead of trying to fight, let's lift up the people that have been beaten down.
So these presidents act like they hate each other, but
They don't.
They're
They're
all
all
friends.
working.
I think
They're
we're coming to
all
realize.
the same.
I think the smart ones are coming to realize that where it's not one against the other. They all work together,
Yeah, to
and
make
we're the
us
ones
hate,
that are
yeah.
having to deal with the bullshit
Yeah.
of
And
it.
it's
So they can just keep fucking us over.
It's
Yeah,
just
crazy.
it's just not gonna work. We're not gonna hate each other. We're just all gonna
You
be
can't
working.
rebel
Yeah.
without arguing with each other.
I know, and I see that a lot online where punk is conservative, punk is liberal, punk is this, and people are trying to put punk in a bubble,
Like
and
that's
it's
not
It's
punk.
not
Yeah.
fun.
it's not punk. You can't put punk in a bubble.
There's
dude.
no labels.
No, there shouldn't be. And it shouldn't have to be one against the other. I'm like, punk is punk. Like, I'm a huge fan of the Misfits, and everybody gives me shit because I like the Graves era.
Who cares?
I know, that's what I'm
It
saying.
all
Like,
sounds good.
yeah,
It's
it
Misfits.
all sounds fucking amazing, and everybody's like, well, he's
And they never
He's
even
I'm just like, who
considered
fucking?
themselves
It's
a
music.
punk band.
Yeah. It's fucking music, dude. That's all it is, man.
Like people are so like how are you gonna like categorize punk music? Like punk originally was just about like just
Spreading your message.
picking up a guitar and just yelling.
Yeah.
You know what I
Getting
mean?
your word out.
Like it's when you try to like categorize it, it just ruins like
Most people don't even consider it a genre. It's just like it's
Just
the
the word.
movement itself.
Yeah, movement,
it's
yeah.
Punk's a lifestyle.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, exactly. Tell me about, was there a moment in your shows that stood out the most where it was like, where people were getting into it, something happened where it's like, oh fuck, tell me any sort of stage show moment that you guys remember the most.
So probably, I mean, our first show went good. Like no one knew what to expect at our first show.
That's good.
So when we came out to like 1-2XU and all that, and it's like everyone was kind of like, okay, like that's
Like,
just
wow.
loud. And then like in neutral gray or whatever, like they get louder, which is I like.
No,
kinda
they're
just,
perfect,
like,
yeah.
I'm saying
They're
they're,
awesome.
they're
It's a great
awesome,
balance
dude.
with you too, yeah, for sure.
It makes it perfect.
I love playing.
And so like everyone was just like, okay. So there wasn't like
You shocked them, you're like,
so
oh.
there was nobody circle pitting.
Yeah.
There wasn't nobody that we see now at these shows wherever it's like we're like all like these new faces and everything.
Well, there was my brother and Kyle skanking.
Yeah, but like our second show we played, like more people kind of like knew what to expect and everything.
Sweat.
And so as people were sweating and like we went on like that time we played after neutral grade, so we went on like 20 minutes extra. Then
Played Blitzkrieg, Bob, Richie
Yeah.
Gagger.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
we were just going off the dome like, oh,
I
what's
didn't know
next?
what
What's next?
I didn't know what to do. I was like, guys,
He'd look back and be like,
Now what?
guys, I don't know this one.
"Nod your head."
Guys, stop.
But yeah, that was when we realized it was like, okay, like we can actually like move people. You know what I'm saying? Like we
They
can
kept
actually.
going.
They need
didn't
something,
stop.
yeah. They just need to know that you guys are putting something out there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then immediately after that, it was like, okay, what's called our friend Harrison. He hit up 314 Punk because 314 Punk like posted a thing on their story like, any like pop punk bands like blah 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 like looking for a show like hit us up. Harrison hit them up without like even like letting us know whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, they want you guys to play with them, or texted Jolo, and then Jolo was like, okay. So then Jolo texted us, or he was like, all right, Platypus show, and he just texted the date. We were like, oh shit. So, like,
Now we gotta be ready.
yeah. So then we played the Platypus, and like that sounded great. Like what I'm saying, we had probably one of the bigger crowds. Everybody sounded great, but we had probably like one of the bigger crowds. We played first. Like we got really lucky with playing first and everything.
That's awesome.
Somehow we got a Friday as our first
Yeah,
gig. So
God damn.
it
That's
was
awesome.
super lucky, and like Steak Bomb came, like a bunch of our like
Stink Bomb
some good
was
friends
there.
came, but it was real good. We kind of just realized it was like, okay, like people like really like this now. They're willing to come out and see this.
Yeah.
Stepping stone at
And then-
KFC.
Yeah. Was
that
KFC after the Platypus show? Was that our fourth show? Yeah. And then KFC when we came back into Troy or whatever, played another show and KFC or whatever.
Blew the fuck up. Now.
Yeah.
I think that was our most iconic.
And I was in my mind, I was underballing it. Like I was like, there's probably gonna be like 20 people here.
There's people there before we even showed up.
Yeah, we showed up and there was cars pulling up at the same time we were. Like, dude, we have
They were
nothing set
driving
up.
by and circling, and we were like setting up. So we were
People
like,
coming
"Are
out
you
of the
kidding
businesses
me right
across the
now?"
street waiting for us to, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It was
calling
crazy.
cops.
That's
Yeah.
so cool. That's so rad. It's great to see you guys are like, you're going through those motions where you're performing and you're kind of building your sound, you're finding yourself and shit like that. But the fact that the KFC, most people are going to come to this podcast not knowing how fucking significant that KFC show was. I wasn't there, but my oldest daughter was there, and she was kind of documenting everything, and she's going, holy, like she took off work just to see you guys, not knowing, and that's the thing, not knowing a thing.
Yeah.
Not knowing a thing about it, and I just went, dude, if it's a local show and it's at a fucking KFC, you gotta go. And that's what I was telling her, is like, you gotta go to more shows. If you can get a chance, go to shows. And I was like, if there's a local one, be there. Be there and see that shit. And not just that, but the newspaper, the local news caught wind of you guys and even had you on, you know, the Lincoln County shit, dude.
We're like one of the top read stories.
Yeah.
My mom, she's a friend with one of the newspaper guys in
That's
Lincoln
awesome.
County Journal. He
Mhm.
told us both of our stories on there are like
Yeah.
the top two.
That's so
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
Something I want to say about that is like once, like when I saw the picture in like the paper, like, you know, one of my biggest fears is like dying and not leaving something behind at least.
I'm the exact same
Seeing
way.
that-
I think that's why I started this podcast, just because I'm like, I need something to carry on. But yeah, go ahead.
It was like seeing that, I was like, man, you know what? At least I'm making an impact on this town, man.
Yep.
Yeah, so
We're
That's
gonna
right.
change Troy, literally. We're
That's
starting
good.
a punk scene in Troy.
Thank you. Just because I was telling my wife, I was like, I've been waiting. I'm like, because I know Neutral Gray, I know Dominic, because he's, his mom is my wife's friend. Like, they've known each other since, you know, just growing up. Like, they grew up in the trailer park, right? So I knew that he was a musician, and the fact that I'm like, he's linking up with you guys. How did you guys come together? Was it just, you know, school? Tell me about the
I
collaboration.
didn't even know we went to school with Dom.
Mhm.
I didn't really know Dom. I knew Nick because he was Isaiah's friend, like when they was younger in
And we
middle
were friends
school.
in middle school, maybe.
But Neutral Gray, they was playing. I don't even think Connor, the bassist, was in the band yet. But they were playing at the park one day. I think it had to have been a year ago.
Yeah.
'cause it was when we
But
started.
he was playing when I got there.
Yeah. I pulled up and I seen him and I was like, man, this is cool. Like, I've never seen a band in Troy before.
Mhm.
Like, playing anything.
I know.
But, like,
It's a
classic
dead, it's a
rock
dead
shit.
town, yeah, for
Right.
real, yeah.
And I was like, I've, like, wanted to do this my entire life. I could literally do this.
Yeah.
And I talked to Blake and I was like, dude, you should come up here and come see these guys. They're up here jamming.
Yeah. They would do that like every weekend,
Oh
and
my
I'd
God,
always
all
get
the time.
all the time.
All
I'd
the
just
time.
be at the park with my kid. Dominic's over there just with his band. I'm like, fuck, man, I really got to get out and see
Rain,
them.
shine,
Out.
snow,
And they had their own
whatever.
songs
Yeah.
too, like already. It was sick.
I'll
Who-
drive by them like just on my way to home. So,
Yeah.
oh shoot, it's them.
Yep.
Bye.
It's crazy. It's like clockwork because they'll just set up and
Yeah.
play and they'll jam and
Every time we see each other in town, we scream each other's band names. It's pretty frequently. I'll
Yeah.
see one of them at the park or Dairy Queen.
Dude, that
or
one
something,
park,
always
the one
go.
time we seen them at the park, it was like 10 o'clock at night. We just popped up to the
Yeah.
park, the skate park or whatever.
yeah.
Just chill out for a second. Jello was skating and everything.
Oh
They
yeah,
started
we were just
hearing-
there.
like,
it was
we-
the night before our show.
Yeah,
it was the night
drive.
before Denny.
Yeah, it was the night before. Yeah, it was the night before Denny's. We just ate McDonald's or something,
Yeah.
and we're hanging out with a friend that just left from Georgia and everything. We're at the skate park,
Yeah.
and then we hear like cymbals clanking and everything, kind of like a kid getting set up.
Sounds
or
like a
whatever.
fucking band, right? Yeah.
We were like, that's gotta be Neutral Gray. We look over, we see him carrying stuff.
Yeah.
We were like, oh.
I admire Neutral Gray so much because like a lot of people who make music or just play music is like, you know, it's like, oh, how am I gonna get out there? How am I gonna get a gig?
Mhm.
Like, how am I? It's like just pick up the guitar and get set up.
They're
and
having a
jam.
lot of fun with it.
Like that's what Neutral Gray did. They just set up and started jamming.
Yep.
That's the biggest thing. You got to be able to have fun. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's
It's
what.
not going to come out the way you want it to.
And I think we've kind of reached this point in music and on social media where it's like you have to be, you know, polished. You have to be this. You have to stick your face out there and draw attention. And it's just like, no, just get out there and have fun. Just perform, make music, and just keep doing it. And then people will come to you. People will find you. People will eventually catch you, especially if they're looking. And most people are looking. They're looking for community. Most people I know are looking for new bands to listen to or a movement to be part of, you know, a local scene to be part of. And it's perfect for this just, it's kind of a dead town, you know, and to have a punk movement's like, finally, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I really wanted to get you guys on the podcast. What kind of message are you guys trying to put out there with your music?
Dang.
Just
Get out and live.
get on the boot. Do what's right. You know.
Pick up the damn guitar or drumsticks or whatever you play.
Mm-hmm.
Start making music.
Yeah, everything's kind of too short to take everything so serious.
Exactly.
And especially just how, especially just like nowadays, it's like everything is like kind of just like under one thing. It's everyone's following one another. Everyone's following. It's like everyone's praising whoever the leader is at the time, and it's like even the leader that everyone's following is praising
Won't shit on
another.
anybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I'm
Like
referencing something right now.
No, you're good. We all know, so yeah, we get that.
But it's,
No, you're right. And is that kind of where you want your listeners to listen in and go, I'm getting what they're putting out there kind of situation?
it kind of goes back to like the other question where you're saying like the punk scene now.
Mhm.
It's like it's just not it's not against like it's not against everything like it used to be. I'm doing the Sniffers though. They're tough. My sister listens to them.
Yeah, they're good.
She knows what she's doing. But there's not a lot of like punk bands nowadays that are just like actually trying to go against everything. They're just it's like
Everyone's trying to fit a sound.
yeah. It's like we sound like Blink-182. Check us out. And it's like
If
I'll
you
listen to
if you
Blink if I
like
want to.
these
You know what I'm saying?
bands, check us out. Like,
Just
what's your sound?
make your
What do you
thing.
sound like?
Yeah, it's just like, can we just be fucking punk?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like we
Yeah.
play so many covers,
Mhm.
and none of them really sound like the song at all.
you shouldn't. You
No.
don't want to sound like the record. You don't want to sound because there's too many bands that you don't want the copy paste.
Yeah.
You hear that all the time. You hear it on the radio. You hear it on, Apple Music, whatever. Everybody's default thing to go to. It's like there's too much copy paste, and no, this is it. This is anti-fashion. This isn't this. It's not a copy. A copy of Blink-182, a copy of Green Day, a copy of this, no, we are fucking anti-fashion, and that's what's important. You know what I mean?
Especially like when you turn a song on, and it's like, especially if it's a good band, it's like it's like, oh, this is that band. Even if you don't know the song,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it's like I just started listening to Helmet the other day, and like a Helmet song came on my recommended. I didn't check my phone or nothing. I didn't even know the song yet, but I heard the snare. And
Fucking
I was like,
Helmet.
I was like, that's Helmet.
Yes.
A band like I recognize with that as like a band like Dead Kennedys because like they
Yeah.
have such a unique
So unique.
sound.
Yep.
Social D too.
Oh yeah, like they have
always
very
know it's a
awesome.
social D song.
Definitely. Do you guys have pre-show rituals or traditions that you?
Probably
Red
just
Bull and
forgetting
Smash.
everything.
Forgetting everything. Red Bull, candy.
Yeah.
Gatorade Smash.
Yep.
Gatorade,
Gatorade, yeah.
seriously,
Yep.
the blue one.
This ain't a pre-show ritual, but I'll be shut.
Is it like one of those things where it's like a pre-show, like, I've always kind of had any podcast or whatever, as long as it goes well, it's like I got to have a soda with me or something to kind of, it's my superstition. It's like having the lucky something. So do you guys have like, I got to have my Red Bull with me, got to have my Twizzlers, got to have this. Because, you know what I mean? Like, you
Red
got,
Bull, just
Yeah.
something to chew on.
Yeah. Well, I think like there's a lot of bands like I love the fact that I'm trying to think of, but they love caffeine. I'm trying to think. It's the Descendants. Thank you. Yeah, Milo.
They all drink coffee.
They all drink coffee. I fucking love
Before
that.
they would
yeah.
jam, they would just drink coffee.
Drink a
I thought
bunch
it
of
was the
coffee.
funniest thing ever.
Yeah. And I love that because I've always loved coffee. I love caffeine, and it's one of those things where it's like I need that energy. I need that,
You need
especially
that boost.
yeah, you need the boost. And I grew up playing drums, and I was the drummer, and it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you got to keep that energy up.
Yeah.
How do you see anti-fashion in the next 5 years? What do you hope to achieve?
Touring, albums.
Jolo said one of our goals is Warped Tour, and I kind of agree. Warped Tour would be pretty good.
I don't care, like, a lot of shit is talked on Warped Tour because of the people they've had. But, like, a band like us needs to be on Warped Tour.
Yeah.
Even if it's like just commercial, like even if it's just like viewed like that, it's just like it's like Social D was there. It's like
Warped Tour was
My dad
special
had Mike Ness,
because I was there in the 2000s. I used to work at, I guess it was Riverport. It turned into UMB Bank, and now it's Hollywood. And I worked there, and then I would just go to all the punk, the Warped Tours, and those were fucking special. And what linked me with you guys was after every punk show, we'd go to Denny's. Because you'd get coffee, you'd have your cigarettes, you would, have something to eat. And there was one Warped Tour, I think it was 03 or 04, and it fucking rained. And we went right after to Denny's, and it was just one of those things where everybody's piling after the show, fucking rain soaked, and it was just one of those great moments where, we didn't know each other, but we all knew we went to the same show.
Yeah.
And we all kind of hung it, you kind of find your tribe, your crowd, and you go, and you would just go, no, I'll sit with them. And then you go sit, and you guys would talk about the show. Not all knowing you've been at the same show, but not knowing any of them. And you kind of rival in that same experience. And there was something special about Warped Tour, which I hope that they bring something like that back.
It'd be so cool.
You know what I mean? Would you guys do like Point Fest or anything like that? Have you considered wanting to be more like get on the point or whatever to kind of generate, or you just kind of like leave it up to?
I mean, we went to Point Fest. I mean, we like 311.
I've been to 311.
And it's like it's not kind of like
It's
our
not
style
like- yeah, it's not,
fully.
yeah. Mhm.
But I mean,
There's some ska stuff.
yeah. I
It
was
was like, what was that one
ska
band? Yeah,
band.
Tree 14.
Yeah.
like 314.
Mhm.
They're pretty good.
Yeah,
But and the Urge.
the Urge.
Urge
But-
is good.
Shout out to
I mean,
the
yeah. It would definitely be cool.
Toadies. Yeah.
Toadies was
It would be cool playing like for a point show because I mean, like we'd be different than everybody else. So it's like, and for the people that were kind of just like us in the point crowd, kind of just like wanting to hear more like ska or like hardcore, like or like more like punk stuff,
Sure.
like waiting for that.
And like,
If we were there, it'd make sense for the people kind of waiting to hear that.
Yeah, definitely.
So-
And you guys got the Ink Spot, which we'll get into your guys' upcoming shows. There used to be like an Ink Spot festival, like a thing out here.
Yeah.
Do you know why they stopped doing that?
you know,
I think so. At first,
Because we went to the Story of the Year one. They had Story of the Year that headlined.
oh god,
That we went to that. I think it was a couple of years ago. But yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I think they had some problems with the board of directors
Mhm.
up for the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
So then after that, once they didn't have like a home base,
Yeah.
they were just jumping around everywhere.
That makes sense.
That it just became too much. They couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But
Robbie hit me up and he was like, "Hey man, I was thinking about bringing the block party deck," and I was like, "Dude,
Yes.
that'd be so dope."
That'd be so sick.
He's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, dude, I want you guys to play, bring out a couple bands," and I was like,
Yeah.
"You say less."
oh yeah,
Well, tell people about your upcoming Ink Spot show. It's November 1st.
So the November 1st Ink Spot show, we're raising money. Is it No Kids Hungry again? What we're raising money for? Or is it the food pantry?
Let me pull it up real quick. I got it saved. You guys got a
Yeah, we don't even know.
$500 tattoo raffle.
Yeah,
For the
$500
benefit of-
tattoo raffle. We got
Costume
Seafoam,
contest.
Food, Bruno's Wieners.
Bruno's Wieners.
Cash
Look
only.
at you mature.
Dollar Dogs.
Yeah, it's the Halloween extravaganza. You guys will be there, neutral gray.
Yes.
The Boogans?
The Boogans.
Boogans, okay.
They just opened up for Fear not as long ago.
That's right, I missed the Fear show. They were at Red Flag, weren't they?
I think
It was.
yeah, they played at the. I think they played at the Red Flag.
There's a
They
Red
did like
Flag.
the meet and greet at like the record space.
Oh,
and
okay,
all
yeah,
that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
I was
But I think we had a show the same day.
that
so.
would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Fear to see them live. God
Yeah,
damn.
my brother was like talking about this. I guess I had to go to your show.
I wanted to be there just to hear I love living in the city. That's probably one of my favorite. I love living in the city. So fucking great. And Stink Bomb is gonna be with you guys.
Yeah, Stink Bomb.
Stink Bomb.
Part of Rhythm for Life, Rhythm for, is it Relief?
Rhythm
Tell
for
me about
Relief.
that, your guys'
So,
involvement in that.
Rhythm for Relief. It was started by Nick, and he kind of brought me on with it. It's more of like our organization. Instead of just having our band and their band, we got one organization that we can run all of our donations to and post all of our information about the shows and other stuff. It would be easier to do instead of both of us posting the
Yeah.
exact same thing.
That's
Or
brilliant.
spreading the exact same information, whatever.
That's great. Is there any other shows you guys got coming up that you want to promote? Anything yet?
I don't think so.
We
I don't think so.
don't have anything set in stone. We're planning to record after November 1st, but something could spark up.
What do you guys want to bring to the studio? Like,
That's
is there anything in mind? Just a straight up fucking punk album? Or are you guys willing to experiment? Or are you just going, we got these songs, let's just lay them out?
Shoot, yeah. that-
Full length or EP?
Well, it's all. We also probably have no idea what we're about heading
Yeah.
into. It's gonna be everybody's first studio
Okay,
experience.
yeah.
But like we've got, like our 5
Honestly,
originals.
we got our 5 originals.
So we got one more, but like that one needs to be like overhauled, I think. But like some of our songs, like some of them, like we're like, yeah, we like this, but it could use a little something
Yeah,
more.
all of our songs were kind of like, oh, this could probably do a little
Yeah,
bit.
I
of
just
this,
rewrote
a little
the
bit
lyrics for like one song entirely. I did that with another song, and now it's exactly what I want it to
of that.
be. But every song like we write is never set in stone until we record.
But it's like that's so common with bands, and it's like we gotta like that's something that we forget.
Even when they do have it recorded too,
they'll play it differently, especially like live versions and everything.
Like Op Ivy, like I watched the recording of like them playing Unity before they recorded it. It was completely
totally
different.
They started differently, tempo differently.
Mm-hmm.
I think after a while, when you're in a band and you keep playing the same songs over and over again, you got to change it up. And plus, you just want to be like, oh, let me add a little this or a little that to it, just because. And I hate when people are like, well, I just want to come to a concert and I want it to sound exactly like the album. I'm like, well, then thank you guys so much for your time. One last thing I always ask, what words of wisdom do you have for anybody watching this, anybody who's a fan of your music, anybody who just comes to the podcast just because they need something to fucking listen to? What words of wisdom do you have?
Don't care what anybody thinks about you.
Just have fun.
No one's gonna see you playing in your bedroom. Get out there and play. It doesn't matter if you're good or bad. Just get out and play.
Get out of your room.
You gotta do what you love, dude. It's like it's really it.
Cool, man.
Even if like everyone's laughing at you.
Yep. And that's the thing. I think a lot of people think that you're gonna go out there and everyone's gonna go, oh! Like most people don't know what the fuck to expect, especially when you're performing live. So just get out there. Get up on stage, throw up if you have to, but get your ass out there and do it, Like, I think that's important. Yeah, exactly. Or throw up on stage and do a G.G. Allen. So whatever floats your boat, you know what I mean? So
shout out G.G. Allen.
G.G. Allen.
No shout out.
Have you guys thought about wanting to go to that Las Vegas museum? What do you guys think about that punk museum? You've never heard of that? It's out in Vegas?
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
I have not heard of that.
Yeah, so there's a...
Yeah, I heard talks about it. Is it an actual thing now?
Yeah, no, it's fucking huge. I've always wanted to go. They really pushed it during the... what was that most recent... what we do when we were young? It was the punk and emo festival that they had out there. Well, they have a punk museum out there where it's
just relics.
Yeah, it's like it's a bunch of relics. They'll have like special, guests show up, and they'll even conduct tours and stuff like that. I know Mike from NoFX is a huge contributor to that.
Shout out Fat Mike.
Yeah, Fat Mike for sure. They'll have, I think they had Yellow Card up there recently. They had the dude from oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, there's a lot of these like. Jarrett Reddick from Bowling for Soup.
Okay, that's cool.
So yeah, shit like that. But so it's a punk rock museum. I don't know why I feel like I'm sponsoring them, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, check that out. I was wondering if you guys even heard of that, but yeah, it's pretty fucking rad. I'll have to. Yeah, you have to look into that. But thank you guys so much. We'll go ahead if you guys want to perform, and I'll let everybody.
Before that, I gotta pee.
Yeah, go for it.
So this one. This is one a lot of people really like. I mean, we really like it. It was the first song we've ever. It was the first original song we've ever made. So
okay, cool.
All right. And the song's called Copper Wire. Oh my God, help me! Copper wire. Grab the copper wire. I got enough wire. Now I can retire. gave up my copper wire. I'm gonna go and get a picked up. I ain't got no copper wire.